Harp Hero. I cannot help but think of that every time I come to the Fire Temple in any playthrough I make of going through the Fire Temple. It was a special intro that Dark-Minded Sith had on his video when he first made it to the Fire Temple in his Ocarina of Time playthrough. Probably one of my favorite Let's Plays of this game, actually, that's on YouTube. Definitely check him out if you haven't. Little shout out for him, though, but he does amazing work. I love his videos. Oh, it's you again. Oh, what a wall! All that gibberish nonsense. Oh, I did happen to catch Link's name, though, amongst all that gibberish. I don't really know how else to describe it. Like I can even read any of it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and make our merry way through. Probably not gonna take me too long to complete this place, actually, because the glitches I have in mind. Fire Temple's actually pretty open as far as what you can do to get around the puzzles and areas of this place with the various glitches. There is a way to get into the boss room without getting the boss key. Probably not going to be doing that one, but the path I am going to be taking will at least minimize the amount of rooms and the amount of time it'll take to complete this place. Might make it one or two videos, it depends on how long it takes me to complete it. I did use Ferori's Wind, though, in this room because it's going to save some time coming back here later once I have everything I need. Anyway, we're going to just get the keys in the main lava room, which I don't have the fire tunic equipped because I want to see how much I can complete in the main rooms without using it. Now, when I get to the boss, I am going to have to use it because the boss fight does take a little time, and Link's bound to catch on fire because there's no way to complete that boss in under 2 minutes, or whatever the amount of time is that's given to you. The amount of time you can walk around depends on how many hearts you have. And I also don't talk to the Gorons. I mean, they give you useful tips, but I'm playing it in Japanese, so it's not, again, not like I can read any of it. So, I just don't see the point, and it's not even required to even speak to them, so yeah. Let's just pretend that they get out on their own. I mean, when you go to, what's the place called? I'm trying to think. Goron City. The Gorons return there anyway, regardless of what happens, so it's just good to think that they get out on their own, even if you don't talk to them. Oh, that fire keys was chasing after me, that was weird. Anyway, I'm sure you've noticed it by listening to the music, but yes, the original Fire Temple song is on the Japanese version that I'm playing. This is the original N64 cartridge, so it makes sense that it's on here. I don't know that they ever got the edited version for the Nintendo 64. Could be wrong about that, but I don't know what versions of this game were released in Japan, so it's hard to say. Obviously, though, this is an older version of the game because, as you can tell, Fire Temple's original song with the controversial Islamic chanting is in it. A lot of people like to think that Nintendo created the chanting for this song, but they actually didn't. The chanting that's in the background of the song actually comes from public domain, and Nintendo just used it in the earlier versions of the game as they were making it, not really knowing that it actually had an Islamic prayer in it, and that's how it ended up being on the earliest versions of the game. And people also like to think that public outcry, like response to the Islamic chanting was why it got changed, but that's actually not true either, because all three versions of the game were made before they even got released in North America. So they basically knew before the game got released that the song was probably not appropriate, and they did violate their policy on using religious material in their games. And not only that, the song, I'll talk about it here in a second. I actually want to stop quick because I'm about ready to do a glitch here. We're going to do what's known as a block skip. you're going to want to just Z target quickly. Like, don't hold Z for this first step. You just want to use Z to line up so that you're standing against the block. But basically, what you're going to do, first you swipe the sword and hit the wall. Turn sideways so that you grab the block and let go. Swing the sword again and hold to do a spin attack. You don't have to necessarily charge it up like I did. But shield drop the bomb, letting the bomb go above your head. And I didn't do that correctly because I was stuck on the side there. I'm going to try this again though, and hopefully demonstrate it properly. Okay, line up, swing the sword, turn sideways and grab the block. Let go. Swing the sword again and hold the spin attack. Put the bomb over your head and then shield drop it. Hold Z and line up with the wall, and you want to hold forward when the bomb is actually going off. And I still didn't do it right because I wasn't holding forward correctly. So let me try again here. But yeah, after you put the bomb down, like Z target and hold forward. And I still can't get that done right. Cutting ahead to when I do it correctly. Okay, that time I got it, so probably won't be cutting that out. It depends, I'll have to go back in the video and see. I don't think it took too many attempts. But, you want to hold forward. I was actually holding diagonal, that's why I screwed it up. And that's actually not what you want to do. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds funny. I actually do have a little bit of a side effect from a cold that's going around my area. So if my voice sounds different, that's why. Everyone in the house pretty much has this cold. And it sucks because we just got over a cold like a month ago and now it's back again. But basically, you want to hold forward after the bomb, or as the bomb is going off. And we're actually going to go through this door. We pretty much skipped the whole rock maze by doing that little glitch. That's one of a couple glitches that I'll be showing off. There's, I think, 2 more yet coming up here. I'll have to find out once I get to the part. But anyway, back to the glitch. After the bomb goes off, you want to hold forward, and you most likely want to do a jump attack so that you can make it onto the ground where the switch is at to open the gate. Because otherwise you might fall into the abyss that's between the block and that little section of the room, and you might not do it properly. I know it took me a couple attempts to properly do it. That's because I was really messing up with the lineup though. And hello, block. Okay, you can side hop. There's pretty much my second glitch. You can side hop that little fire right there, and by doing so, you skip pretty much a good chunk of the fire maze. Hello, Hellfire. So much fire in this place. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. We're gonna hit the switch here. And the path's pretty simple. You're just gonna go through here quick. Restore some hearts, it's always nice, and get some more bombs back. Especially since I wasted a bunch on that glitch. There is a fake door here, go ahead and blow it up. I thought the fake doors appeared earlier on, but they actually don't. That's probably the first one you're going to encounter, actually, regardless if you do the glitch or not. And just run right into the mini-boss, why don't you? Anyway, this is the Flare Dancer. Pretty cool mini-boss. Like, the design of it's cool, at least. Anyway, now that I did a jump attack, I can do the power crouch stab. It's not really that memorable, though, because it only appears twice here in the Fire Temple. You don't ever see this mini-boss, like, elsewise. So therefore, like, it's not really that memorable, because you don't really think about it that much. But 3 powered up either jump attacks or crouch stabs. If you powered up the crouch stab with the jump slash, we'll take it out. It's pretty easy to take down. Anyway, back to the original Fire Temple song. Again, that's probably one of the main reasons you're watching this video. Curiosity has led you to wonder if this song isn't the original version of the game or not, which it pretty much is, and I screwed that up big time. I really need to, like, pay attention. That's real good for a Let's Player to say they're terrible at multitasking. Okay, at least I dropped the bomb correctly that time, even though I kinda hanged off the ledge there. But anyway, back to the song. Another thing that people get confused about with the original Fire Temple song is the chanting itself. A lot of people like to think that the chanting of the prayer that's used is created by Nintendo, but it actually isn't. It comes from a public domain source library, and it was just something that Nintendo had pulled out whenever they were adding it to their composition of the song. The same chanting actually appears in two other games' songs. Cruisin' Worlds, I think it's on... Obviously, there's like an Egypt level. It's like a racing game. And then it also appears in another game that was for the Xbox by Microsoft. I think it was called Kakuto Chojin, Back Alley Brutal. Give me a second here. Hopefully I can still make it to the chest in time, because I am like wasting a good bit of time here. We can take the hit. We still made it. We got our Megaton Hammer. That's what counts. But anyway, the other game was Kakuto Chojin, Back Alley Brutal. I'll put the links to both of these songs in the video description if you want to check it out. But the same chanting that's in the Fire Temple song is in those two games as well.